Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Axel with you again for another ARK video, this time bringing you the most underrated creatures in the game with some details on their utility. This is all just my own personal opinion, but if you enjoy the video or find it helpful, drop a like, and now let's get started. At number 8 on our list, we have the Patchy. This little guy has an awesome early game torpor ability whereby 3 times the damage inflicted is transferred into torpor onto the target. He also sports damage reduction when projectiles hit his head and has decent movement speed and stamina. Not overly combat proficient, but considering how easy he is to tame and how early on you can get the saddle and how cheap the saddle is to make, he can be forgiven. So now let's move on to number 7. At number 7 we have the Beezle Buffo. This little amphibian has a lot to offer as a tame with its several qualities. Firstly, its mobility. It's fast and is able to jump in and out of a fight with ease. It can also swim with great effect, and it has 2 attacks at its disposal. One for range, the other for width. The circular attack does double the damage and therefore inflicts double the torpor with it. Its last great trait is when it harvests small insects, it automatically creates cementing paste, which is highly prized as an early to mid-game resource. Overall, a great mount that we don't see a lot of anymore and definitely underrated. Now let's head over to our number 6. Pelagornis takes out number 6 for its underrated utilities. Firstly, it makes short work of penguins and harvests them for a good amount of organic polymer. Not only does it collect it well, it also has an 80% weight reduction for the organic polymer it collects, so weight isn't a big priority for the Pelagornis. It's also a very versatile traveller, capable of walking, flying, and cruising on the water, even sprinting while in the water. These traits can become essential for a developing tribe, and this is what makes it number 6. Now let's see number 5. Here's number 5, the Gigantopithecus. This miniature King Kong has a lot to offer a newly founded tribe, including not requiring a saddle or tranks to tame. However, you do need to be level 30 before attempting to do so, and don't touch him while taming him. He can autonomously collect berries and fibre when set to wander, as well as be controlled to pick these resources. He is rather fast and can easily cart you around or out of danger, and he can dish out a decent amount of punishment. As a last resort, he can javelin you to the stratosphere, which can be used in raiding or to quickly escape a fight. Now let's see spot number 4. Next on our list is the first dynamic turret, the Dillo. This little guy's ability to go into turret mode as well as slow down, blind, and damage would-be invaders is the perfect addition to your new wooden shack. Get 4 or 5 of these guys to hold down the fort while you go in search of your first PT or para, trike, whatever it is that you're going to be hunting for. With no saddle, they're not very strong, but if they die, they will act as an early warning signal that something is wrong at base, giving you the time you need to get back and defend. They lose their usefulness after early game, but those beginnings are essential. Now let's step over to number 3. Our number 3 slot is taken up by the Capro, the creature everyone hated when Genesis was released, but no one bothered taming. This guy's special ability, as we're all aware, is being able to grab smaller creatures and then carry them around. But a hidden aspect of its attacks is stamina drain. Yes, this little guy's attacks drain twice as much stamina as the actual damage inflicted. So you pump in some melee and dive at a PT, and you watch that bird slowly descend down to allow your tame to munch on that survivor. Its ability to swim in water at a decent speed is also a great advantage, as it can let you get away if the battle isn't going so well. Overall, a great creature if used correctly, and can be very, very lethal when bred and leveled. Now, let's go see this list's runner-up. So the runner-up of this list goes to the Moschops. The Moschops is all about doing the work for you. His autonomous gathering ability is exceptional, and usually he's very easy to tame. Sometimes he'll ask for something very odd like cooked prime fish meat, but if you can find a high level that isn't demanding your left nut, these guys will give you a lot more free time to focus on tames or more advanced resource gathering. When set to wander, they will gather berries, fibre, wood, and thatch. And they have an added leveling wheel that will give them harvesting buffs depending on what your priority is. Raw prime, as an example, would be awesome if you're still on the market for taming carnivores. Organic Polymer is a bit more mid-level, but it's also good if you have plenty of Mantis or Karkanos available. Just level up Weight because they'll stop auto-harvesting at 75% encumbrance. With Taming Ease, Autonomous Gathering of mass amounts of berries, these guys deserve the runner-up position. Now we look at this list's alpha member. Taking the alpha pillar as the most underrated creature, we have the Terror Bird. These nasty denizens of the redwoods have haunted many survivors' nightmares with their screeching and pack mentality. These guys allow for weaponry while riding and are slightly faster than raptors, as well as dishing out more damage. Their beaks allow for extra pieces of prime meat and chitin to be harvested from corpses, which is a massive help when taming carnivores, and they have the ability to jump. Their final quality is quite unique. When holding down the jump button, they flap their wings and glide like a parachute at the expense of stamina, good to help reduce fall damage. This ability will see you through a lot of cave systems that have gaps or jumps, and its small size means it'll have little issues with traversing through the cave itself. Taming them is very easy with a bowler and a couple of tranks, and their saddle is only level 33, which is just a few notes away. Overall, the best small sized mount in the game, and it's definitely earned its place at number 1.